I'm Herman, like Herman Zingenda from Congo, and I study in Assumption University, aka ABAC.
Major?
Computer engineering, though, actually, like I'm a computer geek. Yeah.
So, what does peace mean to you?
Oof, that's a depression, actually. Um, Not in general, but in a personal thought, like I would say, like peace for me means like uh to take out all the outside things, and to focus only in the internal things. Cause I always believe like things from the outside that happen outside like cannot damage me internally, unless I allow it or like unless I open the door to it. But as long as like I keep the door open, I keep myself aware of what is happening around, but I don't really pay close attention if it's not worth it. Yeah, that's when I consider myself at peace. Yeah, and like that actually what peace mean for me.
How can we achieve peace in our world today?
Yeah, that's actually like one of the main problem in our world today, because like they say like peace came with freedom, but actually it's like a double knife, because when freedom comes, sometimes it's too much if there is no like some set or like line to draw, around, because what is Allah for you sometimes is if it's only for you, it's not Allah for me as well, and it's not Allah for me. So that line draw like a boundaries, and from that I will know my limit. So in order to achieve peace in our world, like we need to know our personal limits and the limit of the collective around us, because knowing like each of us like boundary and borders from what we can do or what we cannot do, that actually we can like achieve peace, because by letting the other person do what he need to do by his own, because that those things belong to him and he have the right to it, we can achieve peace from that. Yeah.
When do you feel most at peace?
Hmm. For me, I feel the most at peace like when I sit anywhere, it can be anywhere, not only in my room or like restaurant, anywhere where it can be, and I will ask myself those kind of question, like about like peace, like about like self growth. That's when I feel the most at peace, because after having peace we need to grow. If we are not growing from the peace we having, we cannot call it peace. It's just like being without movement, like just at rest but like not doing anything. So I feel the most at peace when I feel like the self question that I'm having about myself and those kind of question help me grow, personally, and help also people around me to grow. That's when I feel the most at peace. Yeah.
What is your favorite quote and why does it inspire you?
I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say two. The first one is um is not the biting of the snake that kills you, but is the your reaction to that. Because the poison is inside of you already. Are you going to fight against the poison? What measure are you willing to take to save yourself? And the second one is like um I don't wanna be a goat, but I wanna be a boat. Because if I'm a goat, I will fade away with time. But if I'm a boat, I can I can go with the flow on any wind. Which means like I will resume both. For the first one about the snake is more like just the way I said it first time, like those things that come from the outside won't kill you if you don't allow it to do so. That's your measure you take against the poison inside of you. But once you open the door and allow it, that's like not taking measure against the biting. that one actually gonna succumb to that and destroy your peace. And the second one about like the boat and the goat is like you can be a boat, like and flow on all the seas and river, you gotta keep yourself through the storm, and tell the storm to be still, because no matter the storm or the any kind of wind, if you can master yourself through those storms, you've reached the highest level of peace, because nothing can disturb you, unlike nothing can disturb you from your goals or achieving them, because you know your objective, and from that, like that's my favorite quotes like that. Yeah.
So, very last question. How do you want people to remember you?
I mean, there is many things I could say, but I don't want to be remembered as the best at anything or better at something, but I want to be remembered as the only, the only Herman. Like when they talk about me, they don't see my face because they can forget that, like they can forget me, and everything that like come with me, like clothes, like cars and stuff. Maybe I'll be rich in the future, I don't know, but I don't want them to remember me from those things. I want them to remember me by like the things I tried, the things I did with them, all the memories we shared, all the talk we had, because at the end of the day, once we're dead, they cannot see our face to face anymore, they can only think about us. It's imagination now, like it's the same thing as watching a movie. What is a movie without like moral lesson at the end? It's a pointless movie, it's the same thing. But once they remember about you, they say, no, actually that guy say it to me one day like this, let me honor his memory by doing so. That's a child in heaven, all the angel will clap their hand for you, because at least somebody find his way to what to say it. It's like the guy who invented the cup. That guy, nobody remember his name. We can ask 100% right now. Not many people knows. Even me, I don't know. But what I know is like the use of the cup that he made for. The use was to carry liquid or water, and that's how we know. But actually, the guy who invented, we don't know him, and he may be one of the smartest guy, because how many people drink water from a cup every day, and we don't ask that question about like who made it. That's actually how everybody should be in life, yeah, not like looking for praise, because like those praise and things, they come automatically, he didn't wish for it. Maybe he just made it for him to have drink water, but everybody start using it, it's the same thing for me. If one day I passed on people to remember me like that, I don't need them to remember my face or anything else. Just the moment we had and things I did for them somehow. If we can help them to go through the problem or things they're going through that moment. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
No problem.